Well, that is funny. DrWayPo, Restless Research, Catalyst Architect, and I just did a really great little segment that I failed to record. Life of a Vlogger. Anyways, I am at a lovely little restaurant called Leonard's in Charlottetown, and I was saying that I'm really warmed by just hospitality, the restaurants, the culture. Getting down by the water, I immediately felt more calm. It's in my DNA and my roots as our family set sail from Europe and came here amongst the first families. When we got here, we founded Acadia with the indigenous, the Micmac, or Mi'kmaq, depending on what part of the province and the maritime that you're in. So here in Prince Edward Island, where my dad's family settled, I was at the Confederation buildings, and what was really cool as they're restoring them and conserving them, there's French, English, and Micmac, and it tells the story of the three perspectives. And I studied Three Nation Doctrine, which talks about, the founding influences, not the nations, because the nations, there's way more than three. But the indigenous French and British and the struggles that went on, French domination, British domination, and how the indigenous were set aside, although they were incredibly peaceful, and got involved in our wars and our struggles. And the Acadian experience was about trying something different. France was already revolting and coming to terms with the fact that the monarchy was too greedy, and they went after the presenting cause, which was monarchy. But really, today we see that the greedy 1% far exceeds the greed that any monarchy has ever had, and the only difference is that there's zero accountability to we the people. And that is what happens when you treat the symptom, which was the monarchy, versus then the root cause, which is greed. And greed is symptomatic of hoarding power, profit, politics, prestige, pulpit, and not wanting to give that up. They say that the best leaders are the leaders that don't want to lead, that are trying to get out of leading, and I can really resonate with that. I have a calling to lead, but I have a desire to retire, to take it easy. But I can't sleep at night because there's just too much that needs to be fixed, and I have some ideas about how to fix them. So this journey for me was about recharging and getting people to know who I am, because in a little while after this series, the Long Walk to Freedom, the Great Reversal series, you'll be hearing about the Long Walk to Freedom, the Recovery series, Road to Recovery. And you'll be learning that I have some books coming out, hoping to do a TED Talk soon, and launch a platform that will literally change the world. Now, I built the platform, I know it works. There's an economic model called Pear Tree Perennial Harvest that goes with it. It is powerful beyond imagination. I'm really proud of it. You can check out my public record through HECO, Higher Education Quality Council of Ontario, where a lot of my founding, co-authoring and publishing of 14 groundbreaking reports on predictive modeling for student success. And the work that I'm doing today expands to human success, to the human experience, the human life cycle, and the poverty life cycle, saying, why don't we replace it with a wealth creation cycle? And I've built one-stop shops, so I built a one-stop shop online digital community, and the things that prevented me from fully realizing some of the vision that we had for the student experience is now available and are no longer barriers. So everything is possible, and I've done my great work, but it requires others to stand 2 by 2, shoulder to shoulder, like Gandhi taught us, and then like Nelson Mandela, to involve those that fail to live out their accountability, to hold them accountable and to not step in and do their work, but we the people hold them accountable to do their work. That starts with cleaning up the environment and then helping people heal from our collective colonial past. Because the decisions that our political leaders and corporate leaders have made have left people and planet in crisis, and it is time for peace, friendship, respect, and healing. The original 3 things of the 2-world wampum belt that were never honored by the settlers, the Europeans, the ship. But the canoe have held pretty close to their ideals if they were close to their identity and culture, which so many have lost. So there's some amazing teachings that I will do my best at sharing, recognizing that these are teachings from amazing Indigenous leaders that know this stuff, and I am simply a learner working as an ally. So that's a little bit. I've got to eat this phenomenal small little cream pie that I was recommended that you have to have, and it looks delightful. So as you can see, I've already had my Eggs Benedict and it was truly phenomenal. So from Leonard's, Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island, DrWayPo, restless researcher, and I approve this message.